Why DevOps makes you faster. When you choose an integration tool for all your internal and external connectivity, you want a tool that fits in with your existing CI/CD strategy, not having to use different deployment methodologies than the rest of the enterprise. Anypoint platform is built using REST APIs, enabling all CI/CD tooling to work as standard, enabling faster adoption. As part of your development and testing pipeline, you automate testing and deployment, increasing the development productivity, enabling you to deliver faster. We're going to look how we deploy and manage APIs using DevOps tooling. First of all, we're going to deploy an API using Maven and Jenkins. We're then going to see how we can protect existing deployments by execution of testing during deployment, and how the command line interface is used to manage APIs.
My operations team are using Maven for build automation, ensuring we get consistency across builds. Mule supports Maven, enabling developers to quickly describe dependencies and dynamically download libraries and plugins from Maven's central repository. My pom.xml file describes how we deploy this API to MuleSoft's Cloud Hub. Cloud Hub is the platform as a service component of Anypoint platform.
The world of DevOps never stands still. There are many tools you can use for deployment across the enterprise. Anypoint platform lets you use your tool of choice. My tool of choice happens to be Jenkins. To deploy to Cloud Hub using Jenkins is easy. I create a project of type Maven. I specify my repository, which is type Git, and my repository URL and credentials. I then specify the file, goal, and options that describes my deployment. This is the pom.xml file you saw in Studio, and it's as easy as that. In my organization, I have a large team of developers, and I don't want to break existing deployments if there is an issue in the API which I have built. MUnit, a native testing framework for Mule, enables you to test in your local environment as well as executing those tests in your CI/CD tooling. Once I come to deploy my API, it will only succeed if it passes the MUnit test. We can see here which test this failed in MUnit, and as a result, this did not deploy to Cloud Hub. What about if you have scripted deployments? This is where MuleSoft's command line interface comes in. The command line interface allows you to interact with the various components in the platform, including Cloud Hub, VPCs, load balancers, and API Manager. The command line interface reuses those same REST APIs that CI/CD tools use for management and deployment. At MuleSoft, we strongly believe in an API-led approach. The platform is built in the same way, so irrespective of which way you choose to deploy, whether it's via the UI, CI/CD tooling, or the command line interface, it's the same MuleSoft API underneath. If I want to deploy an API to Cloud Hub runtime, how do I know what command to use? Well, there is an extensive documentation at docs.mulesoft.com, but if I'm unsure of a command, I can type anything in the window and it will prompt me as I build up the command to deploy to runtime. So now I have the command that will deploy onto Cloud Hub. You've seen how easy it is to deploy an API onto MuleSoft's Anypoint platform using DevOps tooling. You've also seen how we can protect existing deployments by auto-execution of tests at build time, and also how we can deploy an API using the command line interface. MuleSoft's Anypoint platform's design enables you to use standard tooling across the enterprise, supporting faster adoption. The automatic deployment and testing framework drives faster deployment without impacting quality, and that is why Anypoint platform with DevOps makes you faster.